Hello everyone, it's me Awan and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be covering a little small PowerPoint which covers on some tricks and methods for maths. And they're very useful, so it'll be better for you to use them when some kind of question appears. So, factorial method of probability. To find the number of combinations of some certain number of objects, the method is to substitute the number of objects as n, so a variable, and then put a factorial behind it to find the answer. For example, if there were 4 objects or things, you had to put in different combinations. You just say 4 factorial, which is 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, which is 24. So there are 24 different possible combinations. Remember, this only works when there are no conditions to the combinations. Okay, so to explain this, a factorial is basically like, if you look here, it's factorial of z. Basically, 1 factorial is 1, 0 factorial is also 1, and 2 factorial is basically 2 times 1, which is equal to 2. So the number itself multiplied by all the numbers behind it is the factorial. So basically, if you have 4 different objects you can mix up, 4 factorial is 24, which means there are 24 different ways you can put them there. But this only works if there's no conditions, like that this person has to sit to there, nothing like that. The methods for profit and loss. There are 2 equations for profit and loss, with one working for when the percentage of the profit and loss, one working for when the profit and loss is well, basically it's not exactly like that, so we don't have to focus on that. So we only have to focus that there are 2 methods for profit and loss. So when the profit and loss are different sometimes. So the method you would use here would be A plus B plus AB divided by 100, where A is the profit and B is the loss. So in the percentages, if there was 25% profit, A would be 25, and if there was 10% loss, then B would be like minus 10. So this is for the successive method, and you could use any combination for profit and loss. For example, basically you can use profit, loss and loss, profit and loss and profit. So basically how this method works is that you would substitute A and B, and then when you calculate it, you get the how much it will increase by and how much it will decrease by. So here we have both of them having a profit, because the B hasn't become a minus, or the A hasn't become a negative number either. So 25 plus 2 plus 25 times 2 divided by 100, that's equal to 27 plus 50 upon 100, and 50 upon 100 is a half, so you get 27 plus 0.5, 27.5%. So the percentages here are both profit in this case, and if you want to do profit and loss, put B as minus, loss and profit put A as B as so if you want profit and loss, B should be negative, and if you want loss and profit, A should be negative. If you want both of them loss, both A and B should be negative. Easy, right? Now, question number now there's the method where when the profit and loss, they have the same percentage. So the generalized method uses minus x squared upon 100, where x is a percentage which is both profit and loss. So that means you could say x would be 10. So that means there's 10% profit and 10% loss. You directly substitute and find your profit or loss, and then add it with the price you already have. So let's say if x is 20, but the thing is, there is never any profit. if the profits percentage and the loss percentage is the same, then that means that you will always get a negative loss. That's why it's minus x squared instead of x squared. Now, for example, if x is equal to 25, then minus 25 squared divided by 100 is equal to minus 625 divided by 100, which is equal to minus 6.25. So that means the loss will be minus 6.25 percentages. So let's say we have, minus 6.25, whatever the currency is. So basically, this would be if you have 100 of the currency. So then you can So then what you have to do is basically you change for example, since this is 100 is minus 6.25, to find 80, you would divide both sides by 5. So 20 minus 1.25, then multiply both by 4 to get the 80. So minus 1.25 times 4 is minus 5, so you get 5 euros less. So that means you would get 75 euros. But if you just want to find the loss, you would do that thing, and you would say the loss is going to be 5 euros. Areas and lengths in plotting with ratios. In a plot, to find the area of some area, sometimes if you multiply the length of the area, so the length of what you're finding with the number of squares you find inside the area, you find the area. Now, however, it's more recommended to find the number of squares inside the area and then multiply that by the area of one square in the plot. That works better. Also, to use scales as a ratio, to use scales, you have to multiply the length, width, or area in the plot by a bigger number. For example, if it's 1:100, you can multiply the length, width, or area of the plot by 100, because 100 is the bigger number here, and 1 is a smaller number. Like if you see a 1, you can directly multiply by 100. But if you see a ratio like 2:200, 3:300, or 4:400, you can simplify just like fractions, like 2:200 divide by 2 both sides, 3:300 divide by 3 both sides, 4:400 divide by 4 both sides, and you'll all get 1:100. But if you somehow get let's say 2:5, so that means that you would have to use it like that, because you can't simplify it any further. So that's like for every 2 things there will be 5 of the other thing. So if there's every 2 centimeters, there will be 5 centimeters. So that basically means that what you have to do is that you have to, let's say if we have 1 centimeter, to find the other side, you could have both sides. So you get 1 and 2.5, and you have to alter the ratio in your favor to find the answers for these. Now, finding percentages. The method to find percentages of something is x divided by y times 100, where x is the value you want to convert into a percentage. Y is the value of everything, basically 100%. So you can substitute and the answer is your percentage. So a better way is if you simplify your fraction to a denominator of 100, either by dividing or by multiplying. Simplify normally talks about dividing, but if you can make it to a denominator of 100, that also helps, because percentages, you see, they're over 100. They'll have a denominator of 100. That's why the biggest percentage is 100% itself. That's 100 upon 100. So basically, and 52 upon 100 is 52%, and etc. So basically, that means that once you do this method, the numerator will be your percentage. For example, if we had 26 upon 50 times 100, you can you can simplify by cancelling out the 100 with the 50, since they're both divisible by 50. So the 50 divided by 50 is 1. So the denominator would become 1, and the 100 divided by 50 would become 2. So that whole number would become 2 now. And then 26 upon 1 is basically just 26. So 26 times 2 is 52 upon 1. So the numerator is 52. So your answer is 52%. And so that's basically what it is. Oh, sorry. So that's basically what it is. And once you get the hang of that, it's actually really easy. And remember, when you can cancel only multiplication. So here, when it'll always be multiplication, and actually it'll also always be division too. You can also cancel in division. While you can't cancel, you can simplify. You can simplify fractions in division, and you can cancel out numbers in multiplication only, basically. So that's how it works. So that means, since it's always going to be multiplication, it'll be very easier. It'll be very easy. Also here, 26 upon 50, if you multiply both numerator and denominator by 2, 50 times 2 is 100. So it'll become over 100, which means the numerator will become the percentage. So 26 times 2 is 52. So again, you get 52%. So therefore, that's your answer. Now there's great ways to do quick addition. So simple addition is very easy with lots of big numbers if you add it only with tricks. For example, if you add all the 1,000 digits in the sum, then all the 100 digits, you add them together and add all the rest of the digits, because then that'll be easier. It's just tens. It's the most advised method. So here are 3 examples. Here I made it easy for you because it's with like multiples of 5, which means it's easier to add. We have 7,500 plus 2,275 plus 3,500 plus 2,100 plus 5,525 plus 3,450 plus 2,452 plus 9,000 plus 3,250 plus 1,500. So first you can add all the thousands. So 7 plus 2 plus 7 plus 2, 9 plus 3, 12 plus 2, 14 plus 5, 19 plus 3, 22 plus 2, 24 plus 9, 33 plus 3, 36 plus 1, 37. So we have 37,000, and that'll be all that's left. So the rest would be all that's left. Now you could add the 500 with the other 500. You get 1,000. Then you could get for the 800, that would be 275 plus 525, and then 450, 452, and 500, I think. Wait, no. And then you would have 450 plus 500. 400. Wait. Wow. Okay. And then 450 plus 500 plus the 100. You could get 1,050. And then the 450, 250 would be left. You can add the rest on to 39,000 plus 800 plus 50 plus 452 plus 250. Then you simplify it and you would get your answer is 40,552. So, question number 2 is also easy. So now you have 7,890 plus 2,500 plus 500 plus 2,570 plus 9,000 plus 4,050 plus 575 plus 225 plus 335 plus 200. Add all the thousands again, so you get 24,000. And then you would simplify the rest. So after 24,000 plus 890, you would say the same. 500, and then we have 200 already from before, so we can get 700. 570 and 50, we don't exactly have a use for them right now. And if we add I think it's, yeah, 575 with 225, we get 800. 335 is the same. So then after that, we can simplify even further, because then we can do 700 plus 800, which is 1,500. And then we can just directly add the 570 with the 50 to get 620, and the 335 is left. So also after that, you add the so then after that, you can add the 2,400 with the 1,500 to get 25,500. And if you add 620 with 890, since they both end 0, you get 1,510 plus 335. Then you do 27,010 plus 335 and get 27,345. If you actually do this mentally, then it'll be very much quicker, since I'm explaining, it looks slower. Now, 9,000 plus 1,000 plus 50 plus 75 plus 125 plus 535 plus 675 plus 1,532 plus 354 plus 900. So now we can add all the thousands. You would only just get 11,000, and then you would have 50, 75, 125, and all of that left. Then to get the 2,900, what you would have to do is you would normally just add all of the hundreds digits. So 11,000 plus 2,900, and then now we only have 10 digits, which are easy to work with. We would add the 11,000 with the 2,900 to get 13,900. And then there's 275. There's 375s. We can just use for now. Wait. Right. So it was, yes. So the 50 plus the 25 is the 75. You can already add the 75 and 75s are already showing. So we can do plus 20 plus 75 plus 150. The 35 is left there with the 32 plus 54, which adds up to 86. So then you get 13,900 plus 75 plus 150 plus 35 plus 86. And now it becomes simpler. Since 75 plus 35, 110. 150, and then we can do 110 plus 150. You get 260. And now you just add 1,390 with the 346, and you get 14,246. This is actually very simple if you actually try by yourself. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this short video. I just shared some tricks for everyone to help you with. And please rewatch the video if you didn't understand. Please like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell for more videos, because I am really happy by the support that you guys have given me so far. And please help us continue with more videos. I'll see you in the next video, and goodbye.